Let's bring in retired U.S. Army Lieutenant General Keith Kellogg. He's former National Security Advisor to Vice President Pence and a Fox News contributor. General, always good to have you and appreciate your expertise as we bring our viewers to the map here. We're back on it because we're highlighting our U.S. maritime posture in the Middle East. It has significantly changed over the weekend. You now have the USS Carney. Okay, this is the actual ship here. The USS Carney moved into the Gulf of Aden, according to U.S. Navy officials. You also have the USS Eisenhower Carrier Strike Group, which we have been watching closely. It also has moved into the Gulf of Aden. You also have the 26th Marine Expeditionary Unit has moved south into the Red Sea, located here. What does all this tell you about our posture in the Middle East and our response to the continued attacks on our military bases there?
Yeah, Sandra, thanks for having me today. Look, this is a very significant issue because it's just not a military issue. It's an economic issue when we're talking about the Red Sea and the straits that are the Bab el-Mandeb Straits there as well. Look, we have now two major companies, shipping lines, MSC, Mediterranean Shipping, and Maersk as well, pulling out of shipping through the Red Sea and the Suez Canal, and now they're going to have to go around the Cape Hope. And the problem with that is another 7 to 10 days just on a ship's journey. And right now, about 12% of commerce goes through the Red Sea, goes through the Suez Canal. And it's all because of what the Houthis are doing with their missiles. I don't think anybody's going to strike Iran. I don't think this administration has it in them to do something like that. But they need to step back and think what they're going to do to protect maritime shipping and freedom of navigation. And what they can do in Yemen is they can actually blockade those ports, especially the port of Aden, which is the largest port they've got there, and actually monitor what's going into there. The missiles that are being used to strike those shipping lines and lanes inside the Red Sea, those are rather significantly sized missiles. They're not just being brought across the desert on the back of a camel, and they're not being produced locally as well. So there's going to have to be a way that they have to reduce that. And we're going to have the allies support us as well, because it's allied shipping, inclusive to what's being happened there on the denial of shipping lanes. So this is a major issue. Lloyd Austin was there, Secretary of Defense was just there talking about it. They're now talking about putting some type of coalition together. My frustration, Sandra, is this has taken over 60 days to do it. What they should have done early on, and it's called branches and sequels when you do military planning, is when an event like this occurs in the Middle East, on the 7th of October, okay, what's going to follow on? What is probably going to happen? And then prepare for that. It almost looks like 7 October happened inside Israel, and everybody stood back and said, well, gee, what's going to happen next? They should have been thinking ahead of that. And now this thing with shipping is critical because it does affect shipping lanes, it does affect commerce, and they need to figure it out pretty soon.
It's all really good points. And I fast forward a little bit on our screen here so that I can highlight exactly what you're talking about, General. And these are the companies suspending or rerouting their operations there in the Red Sea, including the AP Moller-Maersk, the Mediterranean Shipping Company, CMA, CGM, the Orient Overseas Container Line, and more, including Evergreen and BP. So there is a significant suspension of a lot of these operations, or at least rerouting of them. As we see this question asked to voters on Biden's handling of relations with Iran and whether or not his decisions have made the U.S. safer, just 12% say that's the case. Yeah. Less safe, 50%. Half say his handling of these relations has made us as a country less safe. No difference, 34%. I want to finish off, General, by going back to the geography and highlighting what has now been at least 100 attacks on U.S. forces since October 17th in the region. This is an enormous amount. You just mentioned Lloyd Austin this morning from Tel Aviv on the Houthi attacks. Here was his statement. Listen.
These attacks are reckless, dangerous, and they violate international law. And so we're taking action to build an international coalition to address this threat. This is an international problem, and it deserves an international response.
Is this enough, General?
Yeah. No, it's not, Sandra. Look, the leader of the free world is the United States of America. They can't just build a coalition and say, this is what we're going to do. They've got to respond to it, and it's got to be led by the United States. Earlier, you mentioned all of the U.S. assets that we have in the region, they're enormous. And we have a capacity and a capability to react and bring the allies along with us. But they're going to sit back and watch, and they're going to say, I'm not going to involve this if you're not going to get involved. I think there's a lack of commitment of this administration. There's a lot of talk, but there's a lack of action on actually committing the United States to some type of action in Iran or Yemen, the Red Sea, around the Suez Canal, whatever it is. It sounds good, but they're not doing anything at all.
Always appreciate when you can join us, General. Thank you very much. General Keith Kellogg, thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.